This is the talk show that takes a no-holds-barred approach to politics, where truth and integrity are the standard and the Constitution honored. From Renaissance Studios, this is Champion News Talk Radio.
Good morning and welcome to another great edition of Champion News Talk Radio, brought to you by championnews.net, your choice for the conservative voice. This is Carol Parisi. Today our founder Jack Roser and myself have an absolutely wonderful guest with us, and that is National Republican Secretary and Committeewoman from Illinois, Demetra DeMonte. We're so excited to have you. Good morning, Jack. How are you?
Oh, I feel really good about this. I've gotten to know Demetra over the years when she first ran to be the delegate from Illinois to the RNC. That's huge. And boy, has that been needed to give some life to the Illinois Republican Party on a national basis.
Well, I want to thank you for the invitation to come here. You are both such wonderful friends. And most of all, you were such great patriots. You were both great, great patriots. So thank you, and I'm looking forward to sitting down and chatting.
Now, they say patriotism is the last refuge of rascals.
No, never.
Well, that's actually not a bad thing, because maybe you need to be a little bit of a rascal to fight some of the bad things.
We'll leave that to Obama.
Well. I'll never forget the first time I talked to you on the phone, and you said you've been involved with the Republican Party for a while. I think it was 10 years at that point, and I probably wasn't so nice to you because I was very disappointed to where this Republican Party versus the Ronald Reagan Republican Party that I knew and loved and always believed in, the dichotomy between the 2008 Republican Party compared to the Ronald Reagan Republican Party. But you were a trooper and you stayed true to those Ronald Reagan conservative principles.
Well, as you probably know, I was born and raised in Chicago. I'm the daughter of a Democrat, precinct captain. And it was because of Ronald Reagan that I became a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
So
well,
your
father's Democrat is gone.
Yeah,
that's right,
This is the most crooked state of all. That's one of the big things we're fighting and why we're all trying to rectify the terrible hole that Illinois, the state, has fallen into. We are the most corrupt and we are the most busted of all 50 states. Mm-hmm. And boy, anybody out there that's got a stake in Illinois, you better turn out to get the Republican Party dominant in this state. In 12, I can't wait for 14. It's got to be done now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If it isn't done now, it'd be very hard to ever retrieve us.
Actually, this morning I was reading the Wall Street Journal, the editorial page, and they actually were talking, they talked about Quinn and Emanuel, but they were talking about how Illinois' fiscal crisis is it's worse than California.
Yes.
It's
our
deeper. It's not as wide because California is larger and they've been at messing it up. But ours is deeper. We're the worst credit rating of any of the 50 states. We really stink. Mm-hmm. And anybody wants to look at this thing, realize that this state is being run entirely by the Democrats. They got us in this fix. Mr. Madigan downstate, the Democratic, political genius. This guy runs the House. We got the Senate in Democratic hands. The governor's a Democrat, and the city of Chicago has been run by a Democrat for practically my whole lifetime. And Madigan running the House, the really tough Democrat down there, the political genius, he's been there 42 years. He owns this whole pile of crap, and we aren't going to get it settled until those guys are shoved out. Therefore, we've got a real political problem, and you are such an important part of the solution, because there are 3 layers of the politics that have got to be won in this year. Down at the bottom end of it, it's House and Senate have to be turned Republican. You got to get rid of Madigan. You got to get rid of the Democrats that have made this immense mess. That takes 6 seats in each one, House and Senate, to take it over. Mm-hmm. 6 + 6 - 1 is our slogan. You've got to At the other level, you've got these Republican congressmen. We elected 4 congressmen that weren't supposed to be elected last time. And with the help of you and a lot of the Tea Party people that have become such an important part of the party, we've got 3 more congressmen than the Democrats in Illinois. That hasn't happened in my long lifetime. So that's layer number 2. Third layer is the presidential campaign is going to go here, and he ought to take the state of Illinois, because we got a 3-layered approach, and we deserve to win, because we're coming over with a people of values. We have a slogan, from values to victory. The Tea Party people love it. We have another slogan, 6 + 6 + 1. But
-1.
6 + 6 + 1. We've got to take this thing over. And you are the secretary of the RNC. That's almost as important, and maybe more important in some ways, than the president of the Republican National Committee.
I don't know about that, but it's...
Well, it is. Listen, the secretary of any company or organization has all the threads of action goes through their hands. You sort it all out, and often defer to a very important guy like, how do we say, Lance Priebus? Rance Priebus, and who's a terrific guy too. So we're well positioned to have a 3-layered approach to the politics of Illinois.
Well, you know, I will tell you that, I mean, what you are proposing is masterful, and I will be doing all of those things. Concerning our state Senate, in my own district where I live, we have a Democrat right now, Dave Kaler. We're going to take his seat.
Who's running against him?
Pat Sullivan. Pat Sullivan, we just had a fundraiser at our home last week. He's going to win. So there's one of your 6, Jack. So you can say,
that'd be marvelous.
And I think he's going to do it. I really believe he's going to do it. So I'm really excited about that.
I really feel that Americans, and I'm not speaking party Americans, I'm just talking red, white, and blue-blooded Americans, are disgusted and disenchanted with what's going on, and they do want a change, but they don't want the change that was promised in 2008. Huh. Folks want their country back and their freedoms. We've been walking precincts speaking to independents and those swing voters, and they're not recognizing the country. Every time they keep pushing the envelope further and further towards a bureaucratic socialism, people are understanding now. They are waking up, and they'll be Republicans. They will be voting Republican.
Let me say something here. We got 2 women sitting here alongside me, and I am very excited by the role that so many good women are doing in the Republican Party and with the Tea Party. This one's all dressed up, a beautiful woman. I haven't even seen you in that outfit before, but I have seen her in another outfit, not 4-inch heels or 5-inch. Very fashionable, but I've seen her in flats going door to door. She has been a terrific person getting votes and getting people activated out in the field, and that's true of a lot of women. And you're another one. You 2 are dynamite ladies that the Republican Party has got a treasure in you and other women like you. I think it's terrific that the boldness and the courage of women has come out in the Republican Party. There's Deb Gordel's in the city, who's opened up offices on the north side and the south side. And from ground up, she got people to run as Republicans in big Democratic Chicago. Dynamite woman. It got a lot of you out there. Us guys can take a lesson from you.
Well, you know, and what you're talking about is the ground up. Now, in my position as National Committeewoman, representing Illinois, I don't know historically the people who have run for that position, but I would guess their path was different than mine. My path started in Chicago as a Democrat, moving downstate, but I wasn't at all involved, Jack, in the political arena.
I'm going to stop you right there because it was a mission of mine to get rid of your predecessor, which was Bob Schalander.
Oh, he was
Bob Schalander is a member of Springfield Partners. His cohort in that, his close buddy in all of it, was Bill Cellini. And Bill Cellini is convicted and waiting for sentence now to go to jail. Cellini, by all reports, got a fortune upwards of $300 million out of playing along with the Democrats. Whatever, he's going to prison for his trepidation, and his close partner, Bob Shalander, no felony accused by me, but he was what they call him, specimen R or something. There's a name in the indictment of the other fellow where he was in, and people were wondering if he was going to be accused and brought to trial. But that was your predecessor, was Bob Shalander. We'll pick that up afterward.